So in example 2, it says that the half-life of carbon-14 is 5,730 years. So this is going to be a half-life question. It literally says the word half-life in the question. So we know that we're trying to figure out how long does it take for a certain amount of, in this case, carbon-14 to be cut in half. So the equation says the relation C equals 1/2 to the exponent n divided by 5730 is used to calculate the concentration, C. C is the concentration or the amount of carbon-14 in parts per trillion remaining in n years after death. So years, that's our unit. Okay, so we want to determine the amount of carbon-14 rounded to 3 decimal places in A, a 3,000-year-old fossil, and B, a 10,000-year-old animal bone. So what I know is the formula. So I'm just going to quickly write out the formula. So C is equal to, and I'm going to just convert my fraction of 1/2 into a decimal of 0.5. It tells me that n over 5730. Okay, so my exponent is 5730. It's an exponent, it is not a multiplication piece, okay? So don't multiply 0.5 times n divided by 5730. Don't do that, okay? So I'm going to substitute in my value. It tells me that the fossil is 3,000 years old, okay? And so n represents the actual amount of time that has gone by. So I'm going to put in C is equal to 0.5 times 3,000 divided by 5730. Okay. So if I try and simplify that, I do 3,000 divided by 5730 gives me approximately 0.52356. Okay? Again, the more decimal places you put in, the more accurate it's going to be. So in this case, my concentration, if I go through and I do the calculation, I take my base of 0.5 and I raise it to the exponent 0.52356, and it's going to tell me my concentration is 0.69. Okay, actually I can raise that just to 0.7. Okay, so my concentration is 0.7 after 3,000 years. Okay. What if it's a 10,000-year-old animal bone? So on the other side. So this case is actually longer than the doubling time. So my concentration is going to be probably even less. So I know that my concentration is going to be 0.5 raised to the exponent 10,000 or 5730. So I'm going to get 0.5, and then I'm going to quickly do 10,000 divided by 5730. That's going to give me approximately 1.7452. Okay, so I'm going to take my base of 0.5, raise it to the exponent 1.7452, and that's going to give me approximately 0.3. Okay, so in my half-life, my concentration in part A is down to 0.7 or 70%, and in part B, my concentration has dropped down to 0.3 or 30%.